That was, like I said, that was within the first couple months of being here.
Wow.
I said,
so they
we had
do
some
listen
freaky
to you.
stuff. That was, like I said.
They do
and
listen.
I was telling you about, like, with chairs, too. That was within the first couple weeks of being here.
Goosebumps.
That was really freaky. Yeah, because I knew there was something else. I was saying, there's so, like I said, there's so many things that would happen. It was just nice. But, yeah. That was really freaky.
Yeah.
It's good that they're still listening. We're not so lonely after all, are we?
Yeah, we're not alone here. No. But it was really cool.
Too bad they can't do it to my house.
I can tell them. We laugh because we'll come here and we'll get everything all, like, yesterday we came here and we vacuumed and we mopped everything and wiped all the tables down and stuff and went upstairs. We usually do that once a week and just make sure nothing gets dusty or anything. And anyway, we get done with everything, we walk back in here and she's like, where did that come from? Where did that come from? Where did that stuff? Like, I didn't do it. I haven't walked in here yet. And there was stuff all over the floor. We're just shaking our head. It's like, we didn't do it. Now, we're like, could you guys, like, clean the place up? Stop messing it up. Every time we get done, one of the rugs, either it's this one, the one by the bathroom, or the one over here. We'll get done cleaning everything and everything looks nice. We walk out, we're like, who just did this? Who? I kid you not.
So there must be a spirit that loves to clean.
Yeah, whatever. Someone's goofing with us.
Hey.
Because then we start talking and we're like, hey, who the hell did this? Did you do this? Where are
It's a
you?
good outlet. I mean, back then, that's pretty much what they all had to do. Is, you know, for
Cleaning. But we, like I said, we laughed our ass off. This was just about every time we go through and we'd be doing something. And I said, did you want to come over and vacuum this? She goes, and that was just the rug in front of the carpet in front of the bathrooms. She goes, I just got done vacuuming those. I said, really? I said, did you look? Was the vacuum on? She's like, yes, it was on. And I said, okay. So she goes over and she's standing there. I just vacuumed this. Do you see this? I didn't do it. I mean, it looked like someone had walked outside around on the grass and stuff and then walked around on the carpet like it's like, she's like, I just vacuumed that. So I think, I say, I don't think you turned it on. I think they're laughing at us. But yeah. James, if you're by the bar, can you make some of these things beep and blurp and whatever else? Flash? I got a millimeter up. Come on, over by that thing that's lit up. Numbers will go up on it. Right now it's 0.0. This thing over here, come on. Should we have a beer? Coors Light? Or
is there stuff still in there?
New Glitters? Or, what the hell is this one? Same kind? Or how about a bottle of champagne? These are cute little bottles.
Yeah, they are.
We made mimosas out of them. Did you hear that? Is that them?
No. It was coming from over there. It was like a Yelp picture.
Kind of like a cap. Nah, I don't know.
I thought it came from outside, but I keep hearing like echoes off of the walls.
I'm telling you, you just sit and you can just, if you listen, you can hear it all happening. You don't even have to get up and move.
I just heard it again, like a little kitten or something.
Probably the gray one. That other one's a bigger, fluffy one, sitting on that chair. I was like, what the hell? Not that.
I love cats. Cats are so cool.
Is it cold outside?
It's chilly. It's windy. Alright,
I'm cold all the time, so.
we're going back up.
So I don't know what I just hit, but.
I'll probably listen to EVPs tomorrow night.
Yeah, you have to let us know what you
Yeah.
get, because, I've only got probably, like I said, about 4, full.
4 full? Oh.
Yeah. Where are they? There's 2 of them over there. Voice recorders.
Can we bring the camera upstairs? The inspection one?
I got it making.
I don't
Yeah,
wanna
batteries on.
empty them,
Set.
because I like to plug into them, and they're nice and portable. The new one has chips, so I can just fill a couple chips.
Some are
in.
double A's.
Yeah.
I was thinking of getting
I got some charging in there.
big one.
I got a couple already got red.
Yeah.
Good luck. Matt was gonna stop in
3:30,
tonight.
I think.
Dude,
He
right
couldn't.
on.
He wanted to, what the hell was it? He was gonna bring a piece of equipment.
What, new piece of equipment?
I don't know, it was something he wanted to try. I've known him since we opened, so I've known him since he was like 10.
Oh, wow.
He's like 17 or 18. Him and his aunt would come here. She brought him to, every year to, a ghost hunt. So they come.
That's how he got into it.
Yeah. And then now he does that, he's got that, YouTube channel.
They seem like they've done quite a bit too.
Yeah, they go, and most of the time it's with him and his aunt and 2 friends.
Oh, nice. I throw the junk battery in the garbage.
Sure. That's right through mine today.
Alright.
Holler if you hear something. We heard something scream a little bit ago, we aren't sure what it was.
I heard a couple things maybe downstairs or down or just in the basement. It was like,
I think it was maybe possibly a cat, but we're not sure.
Yeah.
alright.
I wonder if we'll hear it again.
You going up or?
I'm just chilling.
Huh?
I'm just chilling.
I wanna hear. We've sat in the parlor. Actually, what I like to do is I sit up on in that room with the big round table in those comfy chairs. You sit there and you close your eyes and just listen. And last time I was up there, I did that. We were talking a little bit, and then we sat there and like, okay. I said, who was it? Sally was with me? Deb. I said, I'm gonna close my eyes for a little bit. She goes, oh? I said, yeah. And all of a sudden, I had tongue pulling out my hair. I said, cut it out. She goes, cut what out? And I said, someone's pulling out my hair. I was like,
When we were downstairs, I felt pressure on my back.
yeah.
I thought that was weird, but
They
I'm
do
like,
a lot of the pulling on the back of your hair.
yeah. I don't know. I didn't feel anything with my hair, but it was weird that I felt pressure on my back. Like someone was trying to push me into the room.
Oh yeah. Oh, into the room where we were, at that little
Yeah.
room. Someone thinks that someone was locked in there.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, that room
That room is
is
sealed.
the basement. It has it's sealable, and you can't get out. Like it's literally call it.
And take a look at that way that door is put in there. I mean,
Yeah.
that door is put in there so that way when it's closed, you can't. There's no way.
You're stuck.
I mean, it's completely sealed. It's kind of scary.
I can't imagine. I hope that nobody was, but
Yeah.
if they were, rest in peace, please.
My cousin, we were sitting here. It wasn't that long ago, because we were closed at the time. Us girls were sitting here, and my cousin's like, where that those pictures are on that thing
Yeah.
in that room, it's red. There's a red tablecloth on them. My cousin says, there's a guy in a uniform standing there. She goes, I can see him from the waist up. She says from the waist down, he's kind of see-through, and I see the red curtain, the red tablecloth. But from the waist up, she says she started describing him. She said he disappeared. And then she said, that's it. So she started looking him up. And it was a Civil War outfit, and he had one of those cappy hats. Is that the kind that's got the straight, it's like flat on top, and then it's got the little bill?
Mhm.
So this is what he looked like. He was wearing this outfit, she says. It's like, cool.
Have you ever seen him?
I didn't see him. But we were all sitting right here, and she's describing him, and I'm like, I don't see nothing. She was describing him to a T, and as soon as she disappeared, she's on her phone trying to look what else. And I can't remember if she said it was blue or gray, his uniform. She has it all written down, and she screenshotted what he was wearing. And she says, but below, she says, was really weird because from his waist down, she says, he had like a red skirt from the thing. She says it was from the Civil War uniform. That was just, I don't know if it was that day too. It was the middle of the afternoon. Because we usually come here Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and someone will pick up lunch or pick up a pizza from Papa Murphy's and throw it in the oven. Stuff like that. They're walking around in that room.
I have face recognition, so.
Sure hope so. Otherwise, I'm not sure who's walking.
Every murder mystery dinner we did downstairs, we put the tables all together and connect them against that wall or by the windows. They all sat around it. We put like 3 tables together or 4. And so every murder mystery dinner we did, and every dinner with a ghost we did, we go in there, and then like the dinner with the ghost, when they were having dessert, we'd go in there and answer questions, and then tell them some of the ghost stories and stuff. And they're like, who's walking around upstairs? I'm like, nobody's upstairs. We always had the red rope across the stairs, and then after dinner we let them take some of the equipment upstairs, and then they, if they wanted to, they go upstairs and do a little bit of investigating, and or we'd show them how some of the equipment would work. And I'm like, nobody's upstairs, and they're like, somebody's walking around upstairs. I'm like, okay. They sat on a wood floor. I'm like, right above us. I said, there's no wood floor above you. They just look at me. So anyways, a lot of times then during dessert while I'm talking to them, we'd hear it. And I'm like, who volunteers to go upstairs and see who's up there? So we usually get a couple people, and they go upstairs. They come downstairs and like, there's nobody up there. I'm like, I told you there's nobody up there. I says, I got waitresses, I've got like usually 2 or 3 waitresses here, and then Chris is here, and then there's like 1 or 2 persons doing dishes and helping in the kitchen with food. And I'm like, we're too busy trying to get everything done here, and then one of the persons is usually at the bar doing drinks and stuff, because the bar is usually open. Cash bar is open for like an hour or so before, and then she cleans that up and then comes in the kitchen and helps us. So there's not enough of us to run around upstairs, Yeah, anyway, so a couple times we'd hear that and I'd stop it, like, yep. And people go running back upstairs, there's nobody up here again. I said, there's no way. And they're like, how'd you do that? I'm like, I can't do that. I don't have a thing that automatically goes walking around on the wood floors when I'm not there. On top of that, we heard it right above us, and it's carpeted floors. It
That's
sounded
so
like the wood
weird.
floors.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Maybe from the brothel days.
but every murder mystery dinner and every dinner with a ghost we had, especially the big one, we had a big group of 25
Wow.
for this one guy's 40th birthday. Oh my God. It was nuts. The walking around upstairs was nuts.
Like
And then
everyone was down here.
and we were all down here. And there was the cord was across the thing. Nobody went upstairs. And it was loud. And I'm like, I don't, and it would go across again. I'm like,
Do you think they were like upset that there's so many people?
no, it's that everybody wanted to hear something. And we'd always tell them, you know, we'd be in the kitchen and my cousin says, well, you know, everybody likes it when they walk around upstairs. I said, I know everybody likes it. I said, because they hear it, but it's not as scary because it's not like someone's grabbing your arm, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's neat to know that it's something making that noise. And that it's only the spirits. But since you don't see it, and it's not touching you, it's not as scary,
Yeah.
you know? So I thought that was kind of funny. But, excuse me, the guy celebrating his 40th birthday, he went to go get a drink. And he says, hey, is the bar open? And I said, yeah. And my brother-in-law was bartending that night. And I said, hey, Gary, I said, you want to get him a drink? He says, I just sat down. I said, Gary, I says, it's a cash bar, and it's the person that is holding the party's paying for everything, and this was the birthday boy. I said, it's for the birthday boy. I said, go by, go get him a drink. Okay, so he gets up. I was just gonna sit down, and I'm like, just go get him a drink. So he goes and gets him a drink. So he's talking with him. And these guys, he's asking him some questions about the bar and about the building, because he's really big into ghost hunting. And he goes to take a drink, and he's like, and Gary says, what's wrong? He goes, there's a cobweb on my face or something. He goes, I don't see nothing. He goes, well, it's really weird, he says. So they're talking, and then he goes to take a drink again, and then it's like there's a hand on his face. He goes, damn it! He puts a drink down, and goes, and he's going like this, and he's like, Gary says, whoa, what's wrong? He goes, there was a hand on my face. He goes, a hand on your face? He goes, yeah. He says, the first time I went to take a drink, he says, it was like there was a cobweb, like something brushing my face. He said, the second time, he says, just as he says, it's like a whole hand on my face. He says, like blocking me from taking a drink.
Wow.
And I'm like, so I come over here and I'm listening to the guy, you know, and I'm like, so then,
Oh my goodness.
so then Gary's talking with him and he said, yeah, I guess the guy doesn't like, you know, alcohol here, so maybe he's doing something. He goes, well, I don't know. I said, well, damn it, he said, it's my birthday. I can have my birthday drink, can't I? So just as he goes to grab the third time, he gets a hand that grabs his face. And he puts the drink down. He's like, get off my face. And he was serious about this. And he's like, what the heck was that? And we're like, what was it? He goes, someone grabbed my face. Literally put their hand on my face so I wouldn't take a drink. And we're like, you're pulling our leg, you know.
What if he should have tried to close his eyes and then take a drink
Yeah.
and see if that happens.
Well, he says, I said, you pulling our leg? And he says, no. He said, this is the best birthday ever, he says. And we said, well, yeah, but you can't take a drink. He goes, I don't care. He says, a ghost touched me.
Yeah, ghosts are trying to look out for him. You know?
Oh my God, it was funny as hell.
Yeah.
Oh my God. We
That's
laughed,
insane.
but he was, 3 times that ghost, it touched him like that.
It's just trying to help him out, you know. You don't need to have a drink that fast.
His mom owned the bar 2 blocks over that they tore down Sandy's. That they tore, let's see, excuse me, they tore down like 2 or 3 bars in the past 2 blocks here. That they widened out the road. They took out Johnny and Lane's and they took out Sandy's, and I'm not sure what the other one is. But his mom, he grew up in Sandy's bar. That was his mom that owned it. So, this is the best birthday ever. A ghost touched my face. So then he took some equipment and he went upstairs. I gotta go upstairs and tell everybody. I was like, okay. That was freaky. Yeah.
Where was he standing?
He was either, well, this wasn't here. I think he was leaning up against the bar here. My brother-in-law was there. And he was talking to him. Yeah. Cause I remember, when I came around right here, cause I could hear him saying something. I came around over here and Gary was there in the corner doing something and talking to him. And he was over that way. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
I didn't touch anything over here.
Well, you're talking about, you know, a spirit not wanting drinks. You're
Yes.
right by the drinks.
Yeah. But I don't know what that noise is. I mean, it wasn't them guys, it was down here.
Yeah, it was like right in front of you.
Yeah. I didn't even touch this at the time.
That was weird. Did you hear that, honey?
I heard like a truck go by on the highway,
Oh,
but I didn't.
whatever it was right over here.
That was weird. Can you go behind that still?
Yeah.
It's a operating bar.
Wow.
I mean, it's not right now.
Yeah.
The only alcohol that's here is that it's back in that. You do have to.
You saw that one movie,
There's 3 coolers here. They're not on, well, keeping anything cold. There's just empty boxes and the TV. They come here at night. Yeah, we put that there. It's, Sally and I move the tables around and then we do Bollywood dancing. Exercising. But, like our plastic bag covering the blender.
I love that.
The face on it. That was, see the candles for the murder mystery dinners.
Yeah.
We melted them. And then, we didn't have them lit during the dinners. We just melted them all, goofed up, so we, you know, it's kind of neat. But, yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah, we were here for Halloween. Halloween was on a full moon.
Yeah,
On
last
a
year
Saturday.
was it? Yeah.
So
It was pretty,
yeah, we had a full moon on a Saturday night. Our team was here, girls. So we were here. We had our hats on. Like we covered them in tinfoil. And we told my cousin's husband. He says, you know, if you covered them in tinfoil, so you thought that maybe the aliens wouldn't suck your brains out? He says, it's too late. I said, hey, leave us alone.
This is a cool part. Is this kind of like what yours looks like?
Ours is better.
Oh.
I'll show you a picture of it if I can find it.
That'd be cool. Is that yours, James?
Yeah, I just got it.
You want to split it? You split it.
If you want to.
These are pretty good. What are these called? Waffles?
Those yummy.
Yeah.
That's my dad's favorite.
I love that chocolate coating.
I peel them apart. I eat them layer by layer. Oh, wait, that's the wrong one.
windy out.
We were here one time for murder mystery dinner, and there was a big bad storm coming from Rapids. And, oh my God. And one of the lady's husbands, he called and he says, "There's a storm coming." He says, "It could be a tornado." I said, "Well, we're watching it, and it shows on the radar on our phones that it's gonna miss Plover and go to Point, but we're right on the edge of it." And here we could see the dark cloud, just the edge of it, and it did some damage in Rapids. And I'm like, it's really scary. Nope, that's not it either. What the hell? I thought I had it separated out. Mary. Oh, not that one. Look at this room we had at the Queen Mary. This was the room that had a queen bed there.